Updates coming thick and fast in the world of obesity at the moment. Today we saw the results of the REDEFINE 4 clinical trial. This is a phase 3 clinical trial directly comparing CagriSema with tirzepatide. Tirzepatide, also known as Mounjaro, was used at its maximum dose of 15 milligrams, and this was compared to CagriSema, which is a new combination medication. It contains semaglutide, which is the same active ingredient that is in Ozempic and Wegovy, with the addition of a new agent, cagrilinotide, which is an amylin receptor agonist, so another gut hormone that influences weight in the subconscious brain and has an impact on GLP-1. They looked over 84 weeks in people living with obesity and at least one obesity-related complication. And what they found was, on average, people on CagriSema lost 23% of their body weight. People on tirzepatide lost 25.5% of their body weight. Now, this trial was set up to directly compare the two medications to see if CagriSema was non-inferior to tirzepatide, or performed as well, and it didn't meet that goal or endpoint. So effectively, tirzepatide at the 15 milligram dose was associated with a higher percentage of weight change. Those percentages of weight change are in people who remained on the medication. If you take everybody in the clinical trial, including the people who had to stop the medication, the clinical response with the CagriSema group was about 20.2% of body weight reduction and 23.6% body weight reduction in the tirzepatide group. It just shows now this has been framed in the media as a new medication that is inferior, and yet we're talking about 20 to 23% body weight reduction, which was inconceivable a number of years ago. With this clinical trial results, there's been a 15% drop in the share price of Novo Nordisk, who's the producers, again because it's been framed as a medication that is not as effective. These are highly effective medications when they're used properly and people are supported. No indication yet when CagriSema may or may not become available in Ireland, but the more treatment options we have available, the better for people living with obesity.
Right, before I start speaking about this, okay, and I have a lot to say on it, I want you to watch this video first.
Do you realize that we've had to invent a drug to prevent people from eating the food around them because the food around them is so toxic that it's making them sick? It's as if we found out that tap water was toxic and killing us. And instead of fixing the tap water being toxic, we invented a drug that made you less thirsty.
Now, do you really honestly think this doctor gives a shit about you and your health? And do you know what the crazy thing is? That a long time ago, these people were advising us that smoking was perfectly fine for weight loss. Let's just take that in for a second. At the moment, we're spending an absolute fortune on these injections. I've been told that people are spending up to £1,000 to nearly €1,500 a month on these drugs. And what these doctors won't tell you is that we can do this another way that's safer, and it's going to be a lot cheaper also. I can't stress this enough, guys, that in years to come, these drugs are going to do a lot more damage than good. And the reality is this, that these people that are getting these amazing results on these injections, you guys can do this, like I said, a lot safer. This can be easily achieved without going down this route. Trust me when I say that. So what's the difference between these drugs and doing it the natural way? Very simple, guys. These drugs are forced, okay, on you. You are forced to fast. You are forced to eat less. When it comes to your symptoms like type 2 diabetes, you're only managing this symptom. You're not actually you're not actually looking after it the right way. We can actually cure type 2 diabetes. It's been proven many times. That's the difference right here. This is what we should be focusing on, okay? Not these drugs. And you need to understand this, that not everybody is in a strong financial situation at the moment. There's gonna come a time when you're not gonna be able to afford these drugs anymore. Then what you're gonna do? Now, these people won't tell you this, but I will. And I want you to listen to me very carefully. And that's when you come off these drugs, okay? Those symptoms that you had, you were able to manage, your type 2 diabetes, more than likely this is going to return. And you're going to be wondering to yourself, okay, why is this returned? Like, surely I was managing the symptom. I just can't understand why. Or you've come off the medications and you can't understand why you've regained the weight, or you've actually gained more weight. This is the issue right here. You never solved the fucking problem. You are only managing the problem, guys. There's a big difference here. We didn't allow the body to regulate itself. We didn't teach the body how to do this. We just relied on a drug to get us to where we need to go. You see where I'm going here? Do you see where the problem is here? We're relying on a drug to improve our health. We're relying on a drug to help us lose weight. Like what the lady said at the start, it's absolutely madness. Just think about that for a second. Guys, none of this is necessary. None of it. You can use food as medicine. Trust me. You can actually heal your body with the right steps in place. The problem is simply this, that the information that I give out, you have been told that this is what's actually going to lead to a heart attack. This is what's actually going to lead to heart disease. But what these people are not telling you is that the foods that you're currently eating at the moment, this is actually what's causing the damage. We're eating a lot of sugars, a lot of carbohydrates. This is what's actually leading to inflammation. This is the reason why you guys are struggling with your hunger. This is the reason why, as I mentioned so many times, we're hearing this issues with food noise, and they brought out these injections to control this. So they thought they thought they nailed this by saying, okay, we have the solution here for you. But what these fuckers don't understand is that we can do this without these injections. You just need to do what I tell you. You need to add in more fats and proteins. This will bring your insulin down. We can increase leptin, and when we increase leptin, we're able to control those hunger issues and those cravings also. So like I said, none of this bollocks is necessary. Okay, trust me when I say that. Guys, just give me 12 weeks. That's all I ask. What have you got to lose? And I'll change your life. Trust me when I say that. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Write that down.